Welcome back to Boom and Bust. I'm your host, Tony Clement, here with Dr. Stephen Landsburg. He is a professor of economics at the University of Rochester in New York. Uh, yes, sir. We were talking about these basic economic and financial theories. What are the most important ones, do you think, for people to understand in terms of economics?
Well, it depends on what their goals are. If you're interested in getting rich, there's one set of things that you're might be interested. If you're interested in being a wiser voter or a better citizen, there are other things you might be interested in. If you're interested in being entertained, there might be other things. Sh- shall I offer a couple of examples?
Sure. Yeah, let's go into some examples. I think that would be very helpful for
All
our
right.
audience.
So here's one, just for understanding the world around you, not for any particular deep purpose, but for little practice understanding the world. Every semester, my students fill out these evaluation forms that tell the world what they thought of me as a teacher. And I think most college teachers in the United States and in Canada face these things every semester. So there's been some research done on what it takes to do well on those evaluation forms. And it turns out that by far the most important characteristic of a teacher who does well on the evaluations is to be physically beautiful.
Hmm.
Beautiful teachers consistently earn higher evaluations than any other teachers. And the question is why? Now, I like to ask this question around the faculty club at my university, and the answer I get time and again is that obviously students are shallow. Uh, but I think that's wrong. I think the real reason that the beautiful teachers get the best ratings is that the beautiful teachers, on average, are the best teachers. And there are two good reasons to believe that, one minor reason and one major reason. The minor reason is that the teacher who takes the trouble to comb his or her hair is probably the same teacher who takes the trouble to prepare his or her lecture.
Hmm.
The more major reason, though, is that beautiful people have a lot of career opportunities that the rest of us don't have. They have career opportunities, of course, in acting and modeling, but in many, many other things as well. Retail stores want to hire beautiful people to put behind the cash registers. Beautiful real estate agents close more deals. So a beautiful teacher, most of the time, is a teacher who gave up a lot of fantastic career opportunities for the privilege of teaching. And on average, that's going to be somebody who really is passionate about teaching, and people who are passionate about what they're doing tend to be very good at it. So, the rest of us, those of us with more ordinary looks, a lot of us maybe went into teaching just because it was the best of a bad lot of options, and probably we're not among the best teachers. I always tell my students, if you show me a lighthouse keeper with movie star good looks, I will show you the world's best lighthouse keeper, because if he gave up a career in the movies to keep a lighthouse, he loves lighthouse keeping. What's the moral of that story? The moral of that story is that it pays to think about the incentives that other people are facing,
Right.
and it pays to think about the opportunities that other people are facing. And if you think about other people's incentives and you think about their opportunities, then you learn things about what they're trying to accomplish, and you understand the world a little better. And
Yeah. Sorry.
understanding the world a little better is it's an intellectual adventure. It's fun. It also means you're going to operate better in that world in all kinds of ways that you might not foresee, but you get practice at thinking about the problems other people are facing. And it's good to get that kind of practice. Um, shall I go on with more examples? Or
Give one more example. Sure. Why not?
when the Pope came to New York City, there were not fantastic numbers of people wanted to see him. And the Catholic Church wanted to make sure that everybody had a fair chance to see the Pope. So they printed a limited number of tickets and they distributed them randomly for free. Then they discovered, as any economist could have told them, that those
Right.
tickets, of course, were being resold at very high prices. Uh, Timothy Dolan, the cardinal in New York, said that reselling those tickets goes against everything that Pope Francis stands for. Now, think about this. You're a poor person in New York. You care about the Pope. You would love to go hear him. You think he's got something to say to you. But you also think you'd kind of like to be able to buy groceries for your family this
Yeah.
week or to get your car repaired so you can get to work. Okay. And according to Cardinal Dolan, if we take him literally, caring more about the needs of your family then going to hear the Pope talk for an hour goes against everything the Pope stands for.
Mhm, mhm.
Okay, which means he's essentially telling you that the Pope is a raging egomaniac. I don't think that's
Right.
true,
No, no. But,
but
that shows the hidden incentives. We're gonna take another break there though, sir, so hold that thought. We'll let you
sure.
conclude that right after these messages.